Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So who is getting paper hands? Anybody relinquishing their crypto as of now? Bitcoin is still down a little bit on the daily, guys. This is Bitcoin on the daily chart. And I guess some of you guys getting impatient. I'm noticing it on Twitter, noticing it in the comment section too of my videos. But guys, this is a great sentiment indicator. We can see now that sentiment is down. The social media indicator is a great way to kind of get a sense of where people's emotions are at. When Bitcoin has been up to past $70,000 per coin and now is trading in and around 64,200, you can see that people are getting impatient and people are waiting for that next push to the upside. Nick even here saying, it really does feel like the majority will miss out on this next move completely. They are expecting lower, not realizing this next wave is the beginning of the largest move of the cycle. Remember, this is the best part, guys. The euphoria phase is, 2023 was, I shouldn't diminish 2023 and, the first half of 2024, really. Even in 2023, after December 2022, in and around here, you guys can see the market started rallying pretty much right away. This is Bitcoin on the weekly, just to show you guys. So pretty much by the beginning of 2023, we began our ascent upward, and Bitcoin has already gone up 344% to that new all-time high. Right now, it's up 287%. So 2023 and the first half of 2024, obviously nothing to scoff at, but guys, the best is still yet to come. Remember what happened after the halving, after that consolidation phase, and then boom, we started to see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies move to the upside in the latter half of 2020 and topping out essentially by the end of 2021. So this is projected to be the same for this crypto bull run. Right now, we've got XRP here sitting in and around 48.5 cents. So that is not terribly remarkable, I'm going to admit. This base, though, is still holding up, not breaking down. Bearish crypto sentiment is nowhere to be seen. So that is positive news, guys. We're also seeing a neutral sentiment here. Market cap is at 2.4 trillion, not really moving too much. 24-hour volume that is down. So crypto traders are taking their money and sitting on the sidelines right now. Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 54%, 54.1 to be exact. The gains and the losses are not really remarkable either. We're seeing some coins obviously losing or gaining more than others, but by and large, we're in the single digits here. So not a lot of activity in the crypto market. Again, just more boring activity before we see that next move to the upside. But as you can see, people are waiting for this thing to rip. Last chance to accumulate, too, says Swift Kirkwant. Kev here saying, if I buy another dip, I'm going to skip the next couple for sure. And I get it. People are feeling like, no, I don't have enough money to buy the next dip. The cost average is always a very delicate play. You never know when the bottom is fully, and you do want to accumulate more if you feel like you do not have enough. I talk about all that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel when I've cost averaged down, at what prices, and how much I've actually put into a lot of these cryptocurrencies. That portfolio is up to $15,000. And if you guys still do have money on the side, maybe if you don't, but are looking for ideas, maybe you're looking to cash out of some of your high flyers right now and get into some potential big winners before this euphoria phase, you can follow me for only $5 a month at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I guess I should say today is the live Q&A too. Today is Saturday, June the 22nd, if you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm dropping it. And I'm going to be doing that at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you guys signed up, and if you can attend, I will be posting a link over there at Patreon, and all you guys will be getting an alert about 5 minutes before it starts. So we're going to do a 30-minute session. That is patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you guys are looking to join. XRP Crypto Wolf posting this. Looks like high-powered executives are warming up to Bitcoin, guys. One of the world's largest, Dell's CEO, is excited. Michael Dell, apparently just recently, the chief executive officer of computer giant Dell, has stirred a wave of excitement within the cryptocurrency community after posting an AI-generated picture of a cookie monster gobbling up Bitcoin. The social media post has led to more speculation about the billionaire potentially warming up to the largest cryptocurrency. As reported by You Today, Dell vaguely hinted at his orange pilling on a Thursday social media post about scarcity creating value. The 59-year-old businessman, whose net worth is estimated in around $113.5 billion, yes, not million, billion dollars with a B, went on to repost a pitch from MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, seemingly confirming the speculation. So, you can see, this is mainstream. I mean, even if these guys are in Bitcoin at the moment, They probably invested when the time was right. But these news stories, that's what's going to get the mainstream really excited once we start to see those prices going up. So expect more stories like this in the coming weeks and months, I think. And that is, guys, again, like we saw back in 2020 and into 2021, Dogecoin to the moon. Who remembers that when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live and did say that on live TV? That's when we knew the top was almost here. That was May the 8th, 2021, by the way, if you guys were wondering. Host Elon Musk, during the monologue on the May the 8th, 2021 Saturday Night Live, he did a sketch, and based on the anticipation, we did see the Dogecoin price go up, and then it fell off a cliff, as CNBC did comment here. But you got to remember, May the 8th, 2021, for altcoins specifically, let's bring up the total 3 here. That was, where was that? That was in and around May 2021 here. Let's put it on the let's put it on the daily just to get a better idea of where we were. Okay, May the 8th, 2021. That was right in and around here. So getting very, very close to the top of the market. You guys can see building up, getting the euphoria to top out at $788 billion for the altcoin market, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin. So this is what we are to expect, guys, in this coming bull run. There will be a different set, I think, a different set of factors that are going to spur this on. But it's starting, guys. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for posting that. I also happen to see this British Caribbean bank triggers core banking overhaul with Ripple partner Finastra. So check this out. The British Caribbean bank is set for a core and operational overhaul as the result of a new partnership with UK-based financial software vendor Finastra. The bank, which provides international bank accounts, term deposits, loans, and tourism-related development financing for the Turks and Caicos Island, has opted for the vendor's Fusion Essence solution to facilitate the growth of its digital ambitions. Deployed on Microsoft Azure, the solution will be applied to the bank's core and back office operations as it attempts to reduce costs, increase productivity, and refine its adherence to regulatory amendments through technology. Finastra is one of those big Ripple partners, one of the top 3, I think. I would consider it one of the top 3 that is doing a lot of work in the back end and really kind of accumulating the volume of smaller banks around the world, getting the back end ready for RippleNet adoption and XRP consumption. So, whenever I see a Finastra partnership, that to me just means that there's probably another dozen behind the scenes that we're not talking about. I mean, this is a pretty big bank, the British Caribbean bank, but think of all those smaller banks too, right? That need the help, that need the technology, that might not have a direct path, a direct door open to Ripple. So this is what they do. They partner up with a bigger Ripple partner, maybe one that they already have a partnership with, and get integrated to overhaul their banking infrastructure. So great news there from the Finastra camp. Bill Morgan here also posting this, guys. Total XRP locked up in AMMs. We haven't heard about the AMMs recently, but AMM pools have been increasing at an increasing rate, almost doubling over the last month, from 4.45 million XRP on May the 24th to 8.3 million XRP today, almost 600 active pools. Slowly but surely, I guess we're getting more people activating on the AMM. So Bill's saying those numbers have actually even gotten higher since he originally posted this tweet. It is up another 360,000 XRP since my last tweet a few hours ago. So we can see that people are investing, people are leveraging their XRP. So you can see here the XRP locked away versus the XRP pools. XRP locked right now, 8.6 million XRP. And so, as the demand just gets higher and higher, I think we're going to see more participants in this, especially if people come to the X platform or whatever on YouTube, on, any kind of social media and say, oh, look how much money I've made from just locking my XRP up. I think eventually it'll be more lucrative. I think right now people are still just testing it out, but still great news. Wanted to thank Bill for posting that. Also happened to see this, guys, from Ripple partner Temos, another one of the big 3 Ripple partners. They are now partnering with Bank KeyBar. They're transforming their digital banking platform. Bank KeyBar, which is the leading bank of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan. I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. With 175 branches, successfully went live with Temenos Transact, the next generation core banking, Temenos Infinity digital banking platform, financial crime mitigation, and analytics. The implementation was carried out by Temenos' Middle East implementation partner based in Pakistan, National Data Consultant, or NTech. Temenos' technology will support the bank in offering differentiated retail SME, so small to medium-sized enterprises, and corporate banking products, including accounts, time deposits, and loans for both Islamic and conventional banking. Temenos' agile and fully integrated architecture enables BankKeeper to quickly roll out new functionality and services. Entech's expertise in the Pakistan market helped to comply with local requirements and best practices, and so Temenos' digital banking platform is supporting all the objectives in the back end to increase their market share, drive sustainable growth by optimizing their banking operations and reducing operational costs, essentially plugging into the API, making this particular bank interoperable with the rest of the banks. And we know with RippleNet technology, that is what removes the friction. I mean, all these banks historically have been on different platforms, whether it's the SWIFT system or SEPA or something else. And there was always the middleman, right, that created the friction. The banks needed to talk to one another, and there was a manual process, a guy in the back end checking the transaction and making sure that it goes through. The Nostro and Vostro accounts had to be replenished every single time because it's not like you're physically moving money across borders to get it there. So, RippleNet solves for all these problems. And over the last several years now, we're seeing more and more advancements as, more and more banks are jumping onto this technology through partners like Temenos. So great news here coming from the Temenos camp. A bit of a clarification too that I wanted to make from the video I did the other day, that California judge. I was reading it off a CoinDesk article, which apparently they have now deleted because Stuart Alderati called them on it, okay? There was a little bit of misinformation in that article. To be clear, Stuart Alderati says the California judge dismissed all allegations suggesting that Ripple violated federal securities laws. The NY ruling that XRP is not a security stands undisturbed. So just remember that, guys. XRP is not a security in the United States. That is not changing. One state law claim based in a 2017 statement is going to trial. The plaintiff, who didn't buy directly from Ripple and can't say if he even heard the statement before he traded, allegedly lost a couple of $100. We look forward to that cross-examination. Yeah, that was the Bradley Sostak case where he lost maybe like $500 trading XRP because he was relying on the efforts of Ripple to make the price go up. And it was the most ridiculous case. Even at that time, we were thinking to ourselves, really, guy, come on, take the risk. It's only $500 too. It's not like you lost your house. But I guess for everybody, this is different. And Stuart Alderati, I guess they are going to be cross-examining Bradley Sostak at some point in the future. So just to clarify that, and even CoinDesk did again delete the original tweet. So I'm hoping they release a statement to that effect. Bank XRP here posting this, guys. Brad Garlinghouse was making the rounds recently on CNBC. They just donated to Fairshake, right? The crypto industry is coming together to be a force in 2024, and it is no coincidence that this is an election year either.
Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said now is a defining moment for crypto, and his group and others are working to play catch-up in D.C.
This is an industry that has been behind in Washington and really been on the defensive from some, I think, uneducated and sometimes intentionally or not, I'm not sure, but really those who are trying to kill crypto in the United States at a time when we want the U.S. to be one of the financial centers of this next generation technology.
Definitely. So why kill crypto? Why do it? Ripple was even commenting on this. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse joined CNBC Crypto World this week to discuss our contributions to Fairshake and the Fairshake Pack and how the crypto industry is coming together to be a force in 2024. Apparently, though, Fairshake haven't been supporting John Deaton. I happen to see this too from Yassin Mobarak. If this is true, this is unacceptable. He was retweeting out Moonchaser's tweet here. Is it true that Fairshake have yet to support John Deaton? I would like to understand why, given all that he has done for the Ripple case. So that is to be determined. I guess we haven't heard from Fairshake yet, although that would not be a good look considering everything John Deaton is doing for the industry. Anyway, just thought I'd bring that to you guys today. Wanted to thank Bank XRP and Yassin Mobarak and Moonchaser just for posting that. Now, guys, from the ashes, we are going to get a new financial system. These are the words of Andy Sheckman. I wanted to play you guys this recent Kitco interview, courtesy of Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unbox. Listen to this.
I tried to factor in what Klaus Schwab said and the possibility of it happening, and it all centers around the weaponization of the dollar. Wasn't intended. Did they know that by making this unilateral move that it would create a backlash and have a villain to point to, OPEC and Russia and China, and they did it, we didn't, they did it to us. And in that environment where asset prices are very high and the dollar is forsaken, creating that environment of spiked interest rates and and an inflationary tsunami of dollars hitting our shore, you see everything collapse. That's when they would come in and roll out their new CBDC. We know that they're already doing it. They're already creating it. The Bank of International Settlements said every country has to have it by 2025. This gives them cover to roll it in. If you look at the Fed, the number 2 person at the Fed is Lael Brainard. In fact, I thought she was going to actually win the spot for the Fed instead of Powell. They reappointed him, but they made her number 2. She's a modern monetary theorist. She wants to get rid of the commercial banks. She wants to do monetary policy directly to your iPhone. And so it would fit perfectly that this would happen sometime in the next few years anyway, where she could come in and administer a central bank digital currency and from the ashes of what would be a new system. And maybe they come out and issue a gold-backed CBDC. Who knows?
From the ashes will come out a new system. Now notice he talked about Lael Brainard here. Lael Brainard has been positive on Ripple and XRP. I've done videos in the past about that, which I'll link one in the top right-hand corner. Guys, remember too, Andy Sheckman was on the Black Swan Capitalist show discussing how he thought XRP was a good investment. I don't know if you guys remember this clip. Let me replay you this YouTube short, courtesy of Black Swan Capitalist on Twitter.
Look, when I think about something like XRP, not knowing much about it, I would say that it presents an opportunity for people to become incredibly wealthy without taking an enormous risk, because it's valued at a level that allows you to throw a moderate amount of money at it. And if it works, you make a fortune. Now, I don't know if that's what your intention is or not, but I do believe that when you think of investing, I think of a pyramid where the base of your pyramid is things like a paid for home or cash in the bank or precious metals. And that's 60% or more of your assets. The middle portion would be something like treasuries yielding a return or utility stocks paying a dividend. And the top 10% of your financial pyramid would be things in my world like mining shares or XRP or anything that would be something more speculative that if it hits can make you wealthy.
Definitely a bit of a speculative play. However, Andy Sheckman here discussing the end of the financial system, understanding that XRP and Ripple can play a huge role in this, which brings me to this next tweet here, guys. A great tweet from notfinancialadvice.crypto. This 1996 book describes XRP and Ripple almost 30 years ago. Now, we got to remember when David Schwartz was contracted to the NSA. This was in and around the time that he created the patent for distributed ledger technology, and I believe the date on that was 1988. Well, this book came out in 1996. The idea of a single global currency, meaning XRP, makes sense when paired with a global information infrastructure, meaning Ripple, that can move digital money around easily. Guys, they're explaining the process right here. Naturally, all of this will take a while to sort out. Of course, it is the 2020s now, and we still aren't seeing the worldwide implementation. I mean, at least the technology is fully flushed out, though. Do you really think Bitcoin just appeared out of nowhere in 2009 and took the powers that be by total surprise? Or was it part of a much bigger and older plan to gradually introduce the future of money? So here's the passage from the book saying the idea of a single global currency makes sense when paired with a global information infrastructure that can move money around digitally. Naturally, this would take some time to sort out. But guys, remember, David Schwartz did create this patent in 1988 for distributed ledger technology. I will link this in the description if you don't believe me. On top of which, this is a recent clip from the APEC Summit 2024. Okay, so this just happened a few weeks ago. The development of blockchain started in the 1960s with hashing. I'm going to play you guys a little bit of this clip. Watch this.
All the ingredients of blockchains were invented and widely available long before the Bitcoin white paper in 2008. Hashing came up in the 60s. Peer-to-peer networks in the 70s. Internet in the 90s, of course. Cryptography or modern cryptography in the early 90s. Okay, so technology was there. But then the technology met a social context. First with the cypherpunks. It is a movement which started in the 80s, and it was a group of anonymous scholars from the West Coast. They started building tools and using cryptography to enhance protection of privacy in the early days of internet. Okay, we owe them the creation of tools like PJP 1 and 2, OpenSSL, the Tor browser, WikiLeaks, BitTorrent, but also Hashcash, DigiCash. One of their founders, Eric Hughes, wrote a manifesto. He said, "Privacy is necessary for an open society in the electronic age." And I note that in 1993, the dream was an open society.
It started with an ideological mandate, but of course, I mean, if you do believe this concept that the government did co-opt this or maybe even created it, well, that would explain a lot of things, would it not? The David Schwartz patent for distributed ledger technology from 1988, the fact that Bitcoin was created by quote-unquote Satoshi Nakamoto, an unknown entity or group of people that apparently the CIA has spilled the beans, let the cat out of the bag, that they know who Satoshi is. Is everything cracking at the seams? Are we finding out the truth of what is happening, guys? And is our global monetary system going to be running on Ripple and XRP? All signs are pointing to yes. But that is just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.